Across the country, school mask mandates are dividing communities.
Will not comply! Will not comply!
This was the scene following a school board meeting in Williamson County, Tennessee last night, when medical professionals were heckled and threatened for recommending masks in their schools.
You will never be allowed in public again.
In Mississippi, a state that's also hit hard by this coronavirus surge, the Oxford School District originally ruled masks were optional for students and staff, but the school superintendent overruled them, mandating face coverings regardless of vaccination status. This move has drawn widespread criticism. And that superintendent, Bradley Robertson, joins me now. Superintendent, great to have you on the NewsHour. Help me understand what happened here. The school board said, we're going to leave it up to the parents and teachers and staff to decide whether they wear masks inside schools. But you overruled them. Why?
Well, we were gathering data from across the state. There are a couple of school districts that start in the state of Mississippi earlier than the rest of us due to a modified calendar. I had received confirmation from a school district in South Mississippi, the Lamar County School District, that they had already had 5 outbreaks in one of their high schools, 4 outbreaks in another high school, and had to transfer or move both of those school districts to virtual learning. And they had not even been in school 10 days as of yet. You know, we were hit really hard last year. Our student academic progress was hit really hard due to the high number of quarantines that we had in our schools. It may be surprising for you to know that Oxford School District students last year missed 19,558 days of school due to quarantine alone. It affected 2,259 students in the Oxford School District. Based on that, it's very important for us to do whatever we can to keep kids in school, because I think it's clear virtual learning does have some benefits, but we do a better job across the country of teaching kids when they're in the presence of our great teachers.
So you make the decision that no, in fact, you think it's the smartest move to have everyone wear masks in school. And what was the reaction to that?
The emotions were mixed, obviously. We do have a large population of the Oxford community that were upset that now masks were going to be mandated. But there is also a population of people in our community that were, glad that I took that extra step. Again, to me, it's about keeping our kids in school so that we can provide them the best education that we can.
Can you help me understand this? I mean, this is an airborne respiratory virus, and we know that a little piece of fabric over our faces can, in part, help protect us. Do you have a sense as to why this has sparked such fury among some people?
From what I hear, it's just that they feel like it's a violation of their freedoms to require individuals, and they would like to be able to make that decision for themselves. The difficult position we're put in as educational leaders is we're not health professionals by any means. We're educators, right? We're professional educators. We know how to educate kids. So being in this very difficult situation that's become very politicized is hard for leaders all across our community, our state, and the country. And it's not just educational leaders, it's leaders in any capacity. So, again, it's just a difficult time for us all.
And so far, have people been following the mandate?
Yes, sir, they have. We've had a few hiccups here and there, but for the most part, all of our stakeholders have been very responsible and followed the mandate as we have requested. And let me just say, I'm so thankful for that. As a leader, it does mean something to a leader when you see your constituents that even though they're upset, even though they may be disgruntled about it, that they're following the lead. And I really, really appreciate that.
Your mandate to wear masks in schools expires in a couple of days. According to all the public health data I've seen out of Mississippi, this surge doesn't seem to be anywhere near over. Do you think you might have to extend this mandate going forward?
Sure, and that's where we are right now, is trying to determine the next steps. But you're right, the cases continue to rise. They continue to rise in the state of Mississippi, and unfortunately, they continue to rise in Lafayette County. So yes, I do think it is a distinct possibility that we will need to extend the mask mandate moving forward for another period of time. But we are continuing to analyze all of the data right now. And that's not just data for myself. That's visiting, having conversations with other superintendents across the state of Mississippi. Because again, we're all in this together, and we're all trying to make decisions what's best for our children.
All right, Bradley Robertson, school superintendent in Oxford, Mississippi. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.